Hi, so here we're at the East Coast Nature Reserve. This is created by Birdwatch Ireland in connection with, I presume, National Parks and Wildlife and the local council. So over here it says Restoration and Management of Moor Wetlands for Priority Annex 1 Habitats and Waterbirds. Life Nature 3 Project 2003-2007, supported by Life Nature, financial instrument of the European Community, Birdwatch Ireland and Life. The project set up by Birdwatch Ireland involves the purchase of 89 hectares of coastal marshes between 5 Mile Point and 6 Mile Point. The project will focus on restoring and managing priority fen habitats at Blackditch Wood. In addition, the restoration and management work will provide disturbance-free habitat for priority bird species such as whooper swan, white-fronted geese, kingfisher and little egret. So why is this really important? The new directive that is taking place within Europe and in other countries around the world which are being progressive is that we realise that the only way we're going to stop biodiverse collapse, which is worldwide, is to give back land to different species. The key building block of that land, of the rebuilding of species, is the provision of canopy cover, which is large woods that are full cover. There's not a large space in between them. In this case, when you have birds by coastal regions, you actually need open plains where there isn't that much forest, or there's a mixture of things taking place. The idea that I have in Greystones is a continuation of this idea. In Greystones, there's fields that were formerly owned by the farmer Fox, who was born in Winegate's house, and these two fields run alongside the North Beach. They are farmed at the present time. They're rented out to a farmer probably around $1,500 to $2,000 per year. And the idea I have is these are purchased under this scheme here, where there's European funding available for our coastal migratory birds. At the present time on the North Beach we have the sand martin, which migrates all the way from Africa each year. It arrives in around May, and they feed in the upper fields. The problem with the upper fields at the moment is most of these are sprayed with herbicides, fungicides and pesticides. In 2018 the rapeseed fields were sprayed with a toxin which wiped out the honeybees of Jackson. Jackson is a honeybee farmer who lives in the Wicklow Hills, and his bees were brought down to pollinate the rapeseed field on the North Beach, and his hives collapsed. So this shows what's happening. So imagine what happened to sand martin's young. If they were feeding on the insects in that field, they would bring the young back, and this would poison the young in the nest. So we're going to see this project today that's here, and we're going to see how that can be applied across the country, that at certain coastal points we purchase fields from farmers, or they become rented for periods of time, 10 to 15 years, to see how projects go as pilot projects. This could help save the curlew, which is in huge decline. I understand there's 120 pairs left in Ireland, and this could be a great way to help save that particular species as well as the corn bunting. Okay, we'll go inside.